Hello, parents, and I guess this will be lesson 18 and 19's homework. I didn't get the chance to do it yesterday because I left school too late because we had a meeting, but I'll go over yesterday and today's homework. So yesterday's homework was all about understanding that 3 times 4 would be the same thing as saying 3 fours because it's just repeated addition. So for the first part, they had to match the apple to the bucket. And so, for example, 7 tens and 5 tens and 2 tens would be the same thing as saying 5 times 10 plus 2 times 10 because 5 tens is the same thing as 5 times 10. So this one should have lined up with this one because that bucket chose 5 times 10 plus 2 times 10, which is the same thing as 7 times 10, which is 70. For the bottom part, excuse me, they had to be able to break up 9 times 4. Now, what we've been teaching is that when you can break apart any multiplication equation as long as you have an anchor number. And they understand an anchor as something that holds a ship in place so the ship can't move, it can't change position. An anchor number stops a number from changing. So on the bottom part where it said 9 times 4, you could break apart either 9 or 4. Whatever number you break apart, the other number has to stay the same. But because of the way the problem's set up, it wants us to break apart 9. So you could break apart 9 into 7 and 2, 8 and 1, 5 and 4. It's up to you. So I might break it up into 5 times 4 and 4 times 4. So looking at this, it would be 5 times 4 and 4 times 4. So filling this in, it would be 5 times 4, 4 times 4. So that top part should be filled in. And then what they need to do is they need to look at this part here. And they need to be able to realize 5 times 4 is 20. So they would fill in 20. 4 times 4 is 16. 20 plus 16 is 36. So 9 times 4 is 36. So that is how that should have been filled in. So 5 times 4 is 20. 4 times 4 is 10 or 16. Add them together, you get 36. So that answers the problem. On the back, they're just using a number bond. So all they have to do a number bond is have 3 circles that are connected like this. So you have the top number bond, which is your total, the bottom parts which split the number. So for this problem, it says Lydia makes 10 pancakes. She tops each pancake with 4 blueberries. How many blueberries does she use in all? So we teach them to find the object of the problem and think about what the numbers mean. So the number 10, it's not just 10. It's 10 pancakes. The number 4 is 4 blueberries. So which object would be the group? Well, pancakes would be the group because there are things going inside or on the pancakes. So you would do 10 groups of 4. So your number bond up top should be 10 groups of 4. Then you would break 10 into 2 different numbers. So 6 and 4, 5 and 5, 7 and 3, 8 and 2, 9 and 1. It really doesn't matter. So I might break 10 into 5 times 4 and 5 times 4. So both my bottom number bonds are 5 times 4. Then all I need to do, 5 times 4 is 20, plus 5 times 4, which is 20 again. And then I add those numbers together to get 40. So it ends up looking like this. 5 times 4 is 20, 5 times 4 is 20. Add them together, you get 40. So she uses 40 blueberries in all. The number 4, break apart strategy. It's the same strategy. Break it up into whatever numbers you'd like. And then at the bottom, there are 7 days in 1 week. How many days are there in 10 weeks? That's just, you can draw a tape diagram, which I believe I explained in the last video. So that's how you would do lesson 18. Lesson 19, we did something very similar. And instead of multiplying, you're just dividing. So their homework should look like this. And what they're doing is they're trying to solve 18 divided by 3 by breaking up the number 18. It begins by already breaking up 18 into 9 and 9. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. So on the bottom, the bottom, they should have written 3. Then at the bottom of the the whole problem, they're just going to fill in the blanks. So they're going to fill in the blanks. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. And then 9 divided by 3, it's the same thing, so it should be 3 again. And then they'll realize that 3 plus 3 is 6. and they're going to do the same thing on all of them, but as they go through, they'll get less and less information, but they'll just need to use the same information from here. And that's all they're doing. They're filling in the blanks. On the back, they're going to be matching equations or expressions to the correct expression on the bottom. So the first one is 28 divided by 2. So we should look on the bottom, and you'll see that there is an expression that's split into 20 and 8. So the anchor number, once again, the number 2, will stay the same. So you should draw a line to this one because it's 28 split into 20 and 8. And then they'll just match them. And then on the bottom, they'll just be doing the same thing, the number bonds, but with division instead. So they should be able to count the total number of dots on the top and total number of dots on the bottom. The black dots on the top, there are 20 of them, so it should be 20 divided by 5. And the reason I'm doing 5 is because 5 is the anchor number. It's the number that doesn't change. So then hopefully they'll realize if the top is 20, I need to get to 35. 20 and 15 is 35, so the bottom should be 15 divided by 5. If they don't understand that, they can just count them. They'll get the same answer. So this is what they should have so far. 20 divided by 5, 15 divided by 5. All they need to do is do 20 divided by 5, and then they'll add whatever 15 divided by 5 is. And so it'll look like this. 20 divided by 5 plus 15 divided by 5. 20 divided by 5, I teach them to skip count by 5 until they get to the total. So 5, 10, 15, 20. They skip counted 4 times, so 20 divided by 5 is 4. Same thing for 15 divided by 5. 5, 10, 15, that's 3 times. 15 divided by 5 is 3. Then you are going to add those numbers together. So this is what they should see, and then when they add them together, they'll realize that 4 plus 3 is 7. And that is their final answer. And that tells them that 35 divided by 5 equals 7. And that should be what their final product looks like. And that is homework for yesterday and tonight.